Talking Tech with Mr. Page. This unit is on digital systems. Come in, let's talk digital systems. So for this particular unit for Prep 2, you're going to have the digital systems sort of laid out like this. So what I would suggest for digital systems, we're looking at hardware, which is things that are hard, and then the software, which is in the actual computers. And what I would suggest is get a post-it out and get the students to just randomly put post-its down on different things, and maybe H for hardware, S for software, or so on. Then you might want to divide them into groups, so you split them up and sort of put the hardware over here, the software over there. And that would be a great start. And then make sure we do the pre-assessment before this. Start with the pre-assessment. This is a P2 digital technologies pre-assessment on digital systems. So what you have to do, tell me what you know about a computer, or you can use the word Chromebook. Number 1, draw a big picture of a Chromebook. Big is very important so they can label it easily. Label all the parts of the Chromebook. So that's including the mouse and so on. Number 3, draw what you can do on the Chromebook screen. So this is looking more at the software, so Sheets or Google or whatever. For those that are a bit more advanced, you might want them to maybe put a slide together on what is a hardware. So like it could be some photos of hardware, and then the other slide could be photos of software and so on. So it feels like you can take this lesson as far or as little as you need based on your students' abilities. Present your work as a Google slide. All right, so a great way to present your hardware and software information can be through a Google slide. So click on the 9 dots in the corner here, and then look for the word slides. So that's the yellow box there, so click on that and just wait for it to load. And then you've got sort of like the home page here, and then you go to the word blank presentation, which is the little plus symbol. Wait for that to load. Now you've got a completely blank template, so that's why it's in white. So the first thing you might do is change the color. So right click and go to change background. You could choose an image, or you could just change it to a color. So I'm just going to make it orange, and then click done. All right, so you got the background there. Let's change the title. So let's, for this example, call the title Hello, and just type that in. And then what I've done is I've prepared one a little bit earlier with all the information. So here you go, you got the hardware for the first slide. And on the next slide, you'll have all the different types of hardware. And then next slide for that is software. And this is very basic, so you can do better than this. And this is some software examples. Okay, hope this helps. And you might want to even get some pictures of the different software programs, like a Microsoft symbol, or it could be a Google Earth symbol, or something that sort of they can identify as the software. And with the hardware, you can actually let them sort of play with it. So let them play with the keyboard. And if you've got a spare one at home that's old, maybe let them pull apart to get an idea of how does a keyboard work. So they've got an idea of how that hardware actually functions on a day-to-day basis. This is a couple of good websites that can be used for examples of software. Make sure you present some posters of software, as well as peripheral devices, which you can get off Twinkle, and any other hardware devices around your classroom. Finish with the post-assessment. This assessment is for the P2 students, and it's a post-assessment on digital systems. What you have to do, tell me what you know about a computer. Number 1, draw a big picture of a Chromebook. Specify the big part. Number 2, label all the parts of a Chromebook as H for hardware and S for software. Then the third part, draw what you can do on the Chromebook. So this is looking more at the software, so the things that they can do on it, whether it be searching the internet or so on.